Hey guys, what's going on? Lucky here. So, new video, new project. Getting ready to go on HotRod Power Tour 2024. Taking the Galaxie Wagon to right there. One thing I did, I started taking the Chevelle, years ago, and what I did was I hit up a local carpet store. Go to anyone that you can find. They have remnants and stuff like that. That was more of a race car I was driving on the street, or just an incomplete street car that was a little more uncomfortable than it was comfortable type of vehicle. And what I did was I went to a local carpet place. Here's one as we speak. Happens to be the exact same one I went 2 years ago. And I hit them up for some pattern paper and some scissors. I rolled up with the car. As you can see, I have rolled up with the wagon. They gave me some pattern paper. I'm gonna make a couple patterns of the kick panels left and right. They have some no slip stuff that they glue or sew onto the back, and then they bind the edges. It's very similar to what you see like on nicer boats that go to the lake. They do the little carpet runners. They can be taken off or hosed down or replaced. They wear out before the deck and you don't slip and fall. But either way, I'm getting ready to whip up some patterns right now, take them in, and they're going to build me custom floor mats for the wagon. Check it out. All right, so there's one, which I don't need, right in between, nothing to see. So whip up the other side real quick. Okay, back at the shop, car is on the lift. I just went and picked up the rugs. They're over there on the back of the Chevelle. But I figured I would go ahead and do a once over under. Check things out. Getting ready to go on a 5-day road trip, HotRod Power Tour. I'm looking for stuff that could potentially be rubbing through or failing or anything like that. Airlines are all nice and comfortable. Mind you, you guys are probably not used to seeing cars of this caliber on the show. Yeah, I'm taking this entire floor off and throwing it in the trash, but seatbelts are installed. I'm using boom mat to plug up all the holes so I don't get carbon monoxide poisoning. I did just fix an exhaust tank. Huh? What's up, Mark?
What's up, dude?
Everything looks pretty cool. Main battery cable or power cable right there. Little heat shield around this, which is, oh, I put rubber hose over it and heat shield. And this was, oh, it's the transmission cable. That's what that is. I modified that so that it would, you go to the stock shifter. So that's the shifter cable. Trans-cooler lines are secure to the cooler hoses. Nothing's rubbing. Nothing's leaking. Yeah, now I think we're good. I might lube up tie rod ends and ball joints. And then, yeah, I did notice that. The rear differential housing is leaking because of the vent tube. Thanks for reminding me of that, Mark. I'm going to put a little hose on that. And because I am going on a road trip, I'm going to plug the blinkers in that I never plugged back in since we took the front clip off. So I will reroute these.
You don't use those anyway.
Yeah, blinkers seem a little overrated. I'll find out where they went through. And did they go through right there? Oh, they went through right there. How crazy. So now I could reach that from the inside. This side, cool, I can check my battery from here. There's a giant hole through the wheel well. Put this right back through there. Plug that back in. Change the bulbs in the front bumper. We still have the original patina crust on them. I may steel wool the front bumper. I don't want to spoil myself though. Make sure the sensors aren't rubbing on anything. Level sensors. Yeah, everything seems very secure. I've seen people make comments on the channel about, oh, air ride, what's going to happen when you break a line or something, rubs through or, you get a leak. I want to say that 99.9% of that is going to be installation error, or not necessarily error, but, kind of an error. If the hose is rubbing on something that you didn't take into consideration when you installed it, it's probably going to fail. Any spots where the plastic line is rubbing against anything, I'll split a piece of 3/8 fuel line and slide it right over the plastic line and zip tie it in place so that if it's going to rub on something, it'll rub on that hose. And then, yeah, those hose, those hose ain't loyal. The hose can't be trusted, so you got to have the backup plan there. Also, too, is I will show you next time I've got that thing out. I have a fitting installed, the air fitting that I can actually grab an air line and air the whole system up. If, for example, a pump fails or a solenoid fails or something like that, I can manually air the thing up and lock it down, and that'll do the job. And also, I'm not completely above, jacking the car up and stuffing a 2x4 in right there, getting back on the road. Either way. We're cruising. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now, walking around, checking all that stuff. Even though I do drive this thing around quite a bit, it's currently my favorite car. One thing for sure is it is, drug out of someone's yard, blew it off with a pressure washer, put a bunch of stuff on it and started driving it. As you can tell from those high-end brakes, shout out to Willwood, which potentially will be the brake upgrade for this little dream boat. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm gonna let this thing down right now. Actually, let me hit that with some grease, put a little rubber extension on the rear differential housing. Then I'm gonna let it down and push it back and open the doors and fit those custom mats. Wait till you see these mats, they turned out bitchin'. I really wanted to go with red. They didn't have red. They had red, but it was like office carpeting, and it clearly looked like office carpeting. Granted, these will just be getting ruined, but they're going to be comfortable while I'm in the car rolling. Also, middle of next week, I have a surprise. I checked the tracking. Boom mat came on board and decided to partner up, and I'm going to be putting some boom mat in this thing and pretty much boom matting the heck out of everything. DEI is a company. They make those cool titanium heat shields for turbos, and the heat shields, all the stuff that's on the Chevelle, which actually make it drivable. They have like an aluminum perforated or corrugated type heat shield with an adhesive on one side. I put that up inside the tunnel. Wherever the exhaust got dangerously close to the floor, I made a little heat shield and attached it to the floor right there. And it really made all the difference, the way the inside of the car feels and sounds when you drive. And heat-wise, comfort, that actually made the car a lot more drivable. Anyway, let me lube this thing up and put it down. We'll get those floor mats in. Be right back. Okay, things all lubed up. I'm all covered in grease. I'm going to say a couple of those ball joints were screaming for grease. Luckily, I was able to find them. I'm going to get those floor mats in, but first I need a place to work. Then I have to remember which one's which, because I made these in an alley behind the carpet remnants spot. I think this is the passenger side, and this is the driver's side, and I notched it for the high beam indicator, the dimmer switch. Those are pretty nice, huh? So yeah, they bind the edges, roll them over, they look nice, and they put these no-slip little insulators on there, which is great. They're glued on, and then they put little reinforcements in the corners right there to stop them from tearing.
Dude, I'm really impressed. These are nice.
Yeah. So here's the deal. These guys actually, well, I guess a lot of shops, but they do lots of runners for newer homes. People want to get carpet runners that are very nice to not wear out the carpet that's bolted to their car or to their home or glued in their home. And then they also do, when boat season comes around, if you've been on those pontoon boats, they all have little carpet runners on the decks and stuff like that. Same with houseboats. And if you live in a boating community, I guarantee you there's a carpet guy there doing these. I did it with house carpet because I just want it to be soft and comfortable. I'll make explain my theory there. So the Chevelle is a nice driver, but I've driven it on Power Tour a few times, and with no carpet inside the car, it's super loud. Which is uncomfortable to me. And then also, I've noticed that your feet, if you're just buzzing down the freeway for an hour or two, you know, it's hard on your legs and your joints and your knees that you're just laying on hot metal. So when I got the carpet made for that, I'm gonna go look at it. It is old. It's the same as that. And I jumped in with a piece of cardboard or paper, and I drew a pattern and made it so it goes right around the roll cage right here. As you can see, I drive this thing quite a bit. It's pretty beat up. It's got the no slip on the back, but they sewed it in. It's the same stuff. They bound it with the binding, and it's actually soft and comfortable. And once in a while, I'll take both these out and I will just hose them down and let them dry outside for a week, and we're good. I think I accidentally got the same carpet in this car. So, now mind you, that's the passenger side, yeah, and it's oversized. So I think this is kind of going to go lean up on the tunnel, and then that will lean up on the tunnel. But I made it so that they will slip under the seat, and I think that might be the best bet to try and get this to go. Slip it under the seat, just like that. Leave me a little runner on the side right there. And go under the pedals. Under the dimmer switch, pull it back over here. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it fits pretty good. There's some of that pattern paper I was cutting up. So this was inexpensive, quick, and dirty. I just rolled up and said, hey, what's up? I could have taken my time and made it a little more comfortable, but honestly,
this is gonna be perfect.
looks good, huh? See, I put that little notch right there.
Yeah, so
Because I have temporarily run the air lines and wiring harness right there. And so, yeah, it pinches right up inside there. Anybody ride a shotgun? Oh, it's a little quieter in here. It doesn't help that I'm inside a beer can, but yeah, just trash. So yeah, I feel good about that. Let me see. Think it runs different with the floor mats? No, still the same. This is weird when it starts to warm up and the idle goes down. That's 1200, but it gets quiet as the idle goes down. Sounds like servos are closing and making it quieter. Isn't that a weird sound? I mean, I'm not a fan of it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. That's only 200 RPMs that's gone down.
Sounds better.
Yeah. So I used to drive this thing and I would hear a tappity-tap noise in the right front, and or just at the firewall right here. And I remember when I put the exhaust on, this side, we were kind of in a hurry to get this done. This side, the junkyard that I got the motor from had cut right through the collector on the header. And so I go, you know, take that whole thing off. We massaged it. I made it 3-inch. I put a 3-inch V-band on it, and that's what goes to the head piping to the rear end. The other side still had the 2-bolt 3 1/8 and 3 1/4 collector on it. So you know what? I found one that was pretty close. I put it on there, but it didn't quite fit perfectly. So there was a little tiny leak, and you would just hear it. It kind of sounded like a bad lifter or something. And while you're driving in a car on a trip, and you hear every little weird little noise, you're going to be thinking the worst possible case scenario. But now it sounds like a brand new rent-a-car. Good right now. Hold on. Check the AC. Hey, grab me that thermometer that's on the top of the tool cart.
What is it?
It's red. It's a thermometer. Was it there? Nice. Amazon came through. Is doing his job. Ride Tech taking care of business. Holly definitely. I don't think it's going to get any cooler than that. Wait a minute. Oh, did you hear it? Hear the compressors running?
Kicking on, yeah.
Wait. Cruise mode. Compressors. Go back up to ride mode.
Dude, that's
I can't lie, dude. I built this box. I dropped everything inside there. DEI hooked me up with some rubber mat that's adhesive on one side and just designed for sound. And I just put a couple of pieces inside that box, and it's...
We couldn't have our conversation before.
Yeah, no, before
running.
it was like we were dragging around an Ingersoll Rand compressor in the back. So,
Wow, that is great.
yeah, definitely makes a difference. Comfort, man, comfort.
Oh.
And it's going to get quieter. It's not even sealed all the way right now. Anyway, I think that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, follow. I'm on social media, Mobile Tech Lucky, and leave a comment. Like the video if you like it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you later.